Hey, collective, it's Brandon Curtis at Entpgathering, Science and Spirituality Meeting with a timeless collective twin flame reading for Divine Masculine. Yes, it'll be specific to the masculine energies in a twin flame union. I am using today a Gods and Titans Oracle deck by Stacey DeMarco. We're going to tap into each of the Divine Masculine or masculine energies chakras from the root to the crown. We got some sirens in the background. Let that serve as a synchronicity for those of you watching. Remember, this is a timeless collective general reading, so not every message will resonate with you. Take only what resonates and leave the rest. Tarot, oracle, divination should be used with your gut and your heart to open up your third eye and see energies that belong to you and energies that don't belong to you using your third eye. So it's an intuitive exercise and treat it as such. Take only what resonates. Without further ado, let's get into it. Calling in Archangel Michael, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Raphael. Please tap us in, ground the collective, and tap us in and protect the messages that come through for divine masculine or masculine energies in a twin flame or divine union. Or a masculine who might be a little bit wayward right now, who needs some help in coming back to the flock, and help them through the messages find their way back into your loving arms. Once again, Archangel Michael, please protect the accuracy of the readings by shutting out any negative energies. You might notice some sounds in the background. Pay no mind. We got a vacuum. That reminds me of hoovering, something that narcissists do. When Divine Mask, this is a message for you. Oh, and I'm just told this is your root, Apollo and inquiry. Yeah, you're probably wondering, have lots of questions about, I'm hearing, a relationship that you have recently moved away from, and currently you may be feeling energy. Take a look at this. This is all solar plexus energy. And we'll read the description from the book about the god Apollo, but this is in your root chakra, which is earth energy and the color red. It's where you hold your safety and security and your earthly matters like intimacy and sexuality and the actual act of sex, but also how that is connected to your sense of abundance with security. So money making as well. All right. Hope this finds you well. Please give us a like. Add your energy to this collective reading. This will increase the accuracy of the messages coming through. And can I get a card, please, Spirit, for the Divine Masculine or masculine in this reading? What is in their sacral chakra? What messages do they need to know? The wind's picking up. We got Zeus in leadership. Interesting. And solar plexus, please. Solar plexus. Solar plexus. I'm told to grab this one. Ooh, Typhon. Anger and rage in the reverse. All right, heart chakra, please. Heart chakra. Heart chakra for the masculine. Please, Spirit. This one. Eros love in reverse. All right, yeah. That vacuum that we heard earlier, we got a plane going overhead. I am outside. I am a Taurus after all. Got Thor in the throat chakra. Yep, this message is coming through. Thank you, Spirit. The vacuum we heard earlier has to do with the relationship that you left. Be prepared for what's called hoovering. This is when the partner that you left, most likely masculine, you recognize their narcissistic wounding and tendencies and manipulation. For example, when you first met, they love bombed you. Everything was brilliant and bold and wonderful and beautiful in your relationship as it came together, but quickly well, maybe not so quickly for some of you may have been in this partnership for quite a while, but it was you discerned, using your gut, using your third eye, you saw eventually that this person had narcissistic wounding and you needed to move away from them. Now take what resonates. This could be a romantic relationship, this could be a relationship with a sister, a sibling, a cousin, a co-worker, your mother, or even your father, if you were raised by a masculine energy. We've got death and Hades in the third eye. Yeah, you're seeing clearly that this relationship had to go, and you took the steps to put an end to it. All right, and in the crown we have Aries, war. Bottom of the deck, Achilles, confidence. Yeah, you're sitting strong, masculine. And to get back to here, let's pull this out. In your root chakra and Apollo, I'm assuming this is, yes, organized by, well, it's organized alphabetically. Look for the truth in the situation. Ask, and your questions will be answered. Take the time to uncover and connect with who you really are. Typo. Connect with who you really are and what you really want. Use your inner wisdom. This is in your root chakra. This is a good place right now because you are sussing out the worries, the stress, the anxiety from the dissolution of this relationship. Apollo, son of Zeus and Leto, was one of the most deeply honored gods of the ancient world. Of course you are, Divine Mask. The Greeks, the Romans, and even the Celts honored this glowing bringer of light with major temples and sacred places spread throughout the Hellenistic and Roman empires. Zeus, father of the Greek gods, fell in love with the nymph Leto, and she became pregnant. Hera, Zeus's wife, naturally wasn't happy about this and chased Leto across the world. Hera made sure there was nowhere safe for Zeus's lover to bear the child by cursing Leto so that no firm ground would accept her in her labor. Interesting that this is in the root chakra, and earth energy. So I'm sussing out and I'm hearing, and this is really good on your part, masculine, is that you are looking into the origins or looking into your origin story. You may have been born into a family where the circumstances in which you became incarnated into this life through your birth were shrouded in mystery, and I think you're grounding yourself in all this beautiful yellow solar plexus energy and really standing your ground. Apollo is a healer and the god of music. It was said that he created magical songs that could heal illness when sung by humans. Evidence indicates that music was a major feature of his temples and worship. In his role of sun god and light giver, shining Apollo is also the god of prophecy and oracles. Yeah, you are sussing out, maybe even through your dream state, in meditation, I'm hearing. Continue this work. You can also look into and ask questions of other family members if you really want details. Because I'm picking up that you're not getting any information or getting bad information from your actual caregivers, your mom or your dad or whomever is the narcissist, the one that is in competition with you. Zeus in leadership in the sacral chakra. This is all about your creativity. This is about your sacred sexuality. This is feminine energy, water energy in the color orange. Zeus. Leadership. You are called upon to demonstrate leadership and stewardship within your own life. You may need to delegate for best results. The Greeks saw their deities as mighty and holy, but also with frailties and weaknesses. As humans, we're made in the God's image. We reflect the best and worst of them, and through their myths, they show us how to live. The king of all Greek gods is the powerful Zeus, son of Titans Rhea and Cronus, often referred to in ancient prayers as Father. Zeus is the god the other gods look to for leadership, order, and direction. Zeus defeated or banished his enemies and all who defied him. I almost said defiled him. So although he is a god who is fond of gathering storms among the Greeks, he was recognized more for his skill at creating customs and laws for man and deity alike. The best example of this ability to organize is the Trojan War, which was shaped by his hand from beginning to end. Zeus sometimes takes the form of a mighty eagle and soars around Mount Olympus, surveying his domain with sharp, big picture perception. Exactly. Tapping into your feminine sacral chakra. It's highly creative and intuitive, but there is, I'm sensing masculine, a great insight, because the sacral works with the crown chakra, and this is where you receive downloads from your ancestors, from your spirit guides, from source directly. So continuing this Apollo and Zeus relationship between your root and your sacral, because the sacral energy, the Apollo energy of inquiry is grounding you into your origins, and then into receiving information about your origins and who and what your makeup is. You may be on the autism spectrum, for example, and just now waking up to this. You may have been adopted and are just now at the point in your life where you want details about your birth family. That's it for now. So, this inquiry, working with leadership, but specifically Zeus, big picture, eagle-like. This is also a scorpionic energy, which is fixed water energy, because the Scorpio is represented by the eagle on the world card in Tarot. So it's about an introspective look into, here for you, about your origins and about what your makeup is. Again, like if you fall on the autism scale, or you've always been considered kind of like an outsider or loner, this is because you are truly special. You are truly divine, and you are not made for every female out there. And it's not like you can couple with anyone but your twin flame or your soulmate. Not all twin flame unions are meant to be in your lifetime. You may not even connect with your actual twin flame in this lifetime. But you most definitely are after a soulmate, because we're all after love, coupling, so that we can continue to grow. Be supported by one another here with Apollo and Zeus, or with earth energy and water energy, which, by the way, are both feminine energies. It's air and fire that are masculine. So in your solar plexus, fire energy, the color yellow, the planet Mars, we've got anger and rage in reverse with Typhon. Let's see what Typhon, I don't know his story. T. Boom, 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 boom. Typhon, rage. Be aware of how you handle anger and rage, your own and that of others. Seek an emotional balance leads to peace. Typhon is the shadow side incarnate. A storm of rage, the kind that Typhon demonstrates, is a fearsome thing to behold. We have all seen this kind of explosive anger demonstrated at some time, whether it be road rage, yelling, crying, or even stomping around and slamming doors. One of the most disturbing things about this kind of rage is not only that it feels good and powerful because it's a release, but that it's hard to stop once started. It's often physical too. No one needs to be victim to this kind of rage, and if you are, you should seek assistance. Snaketail, red, fire-filled eyes, serpents, and storms are their symbols. Think about your issue with anger. Are you too quick to anger, too slow? Do you feel inappropriate anger, passive aggression, rage, resentment? With it being in the reversed, I have Mercury in Aquarius in the 12th house, so sometimes when I misspeak, it's actually another message or another take on what I was about to say. Reversed. I feel masculine that any anger or emotions or rage that you're feeling right now, part of it is being sent to you. It's being generated maybe by this energy of this past relationship, whether it's a mother figure or a father figure or romantic or platonic or friends, siblings, whatever. You've turned that in, though, here in the reverse into your solar plexus. And with Zeus and Apollo behind it, supporting it, I think you're in a good place to really experience that rage, and you're not lashing out with it, which is a good thing, which is what the guidebook suggests. So continue as you are, but also know too that you may be new to these feelings, and literally don't beat yourself up too much, because in addition to your own rage that needs to be processed and looked at, which I think you're doing, there's also a lot of anger and rage that's being sent to you. So you'll want to use your third eye to discern, okay, what anger and rage is mine, or what's triggering me? Is it my own introspection that's triggering the rage? Probably not. I mean, if you're looking and answering and seeking within, and then get triggered by something that you find, and then have to express that here in the reverse, meaning that you're keeping it inside. In the case of your own triggered rage, physical activity, running, working out, heck, even dancing. We saw Apollo in the root chakra, listening to music, more aggressive music, or the reverse, soft, tranquil, classical, will help the process of that internal anger and rage. Now, if you're being triggered by outside energy, that's the energy that you can it may be difficult to ignore, but the more that you discern or notice that it's not yours, more often you can say, okay, that's not me, that does not belong to me, and I reject that, and move on. Acknowledge it and then move on. Hope you're all doing well. I'm having a good time. All right, in the heart chakra, we've got Eros and love. In the reverse, though, let's take a look and see. I think I know what this is. You're probably looking inside your heart space and sussing out the relationship. Maybe taking stock of what you truly, what drives you. And with the anger and rage in reverse in your solar plexus, we move up into the heart space and love. These are most definitely affecting one another. So, the relationship, see all that yellow? That's solar plexus energy. Step out of chaos and allow love to direct all. A new love liberates your mind, body, and soul. The ancient Greeks believed that in the very beginning there was only chaos. The universe was but a primordial slush. There was no distinct earth, water, and sky, just a chaotic cauldron of everything and nothing. And then, infinitely slowly, more evolved, distinct energies began to form and liberate themselves from the mass. The first organizing influence to leave chaos was Eros, love. Before any other element, earth, air, fire, or even water, love came first. So, Well, I gotta read this. Eros is not the chubby, cute cherub of later Christian times, but a fully fledged, virile, and powerful god of love. Absolutely. The symbols are bow and arrow and wings. Yeah, so, and love and music. So, when you are encountering this anger and processing this anger and rage in your solar plexus, that of your own making and processing, or if it's, energy from outside of you that is being projected onto you, know that you can transmute that energy into love. So as I said, get into music and do things that you really love. If it is physical activity, you're going to burn off and transmute that energy that's being sent to you and or that is being generated in the process of this death process. All right, in your throat chakra, you have Thor with action. I like this. And by the way, the heart chakra and the throat chakra work together. So we have love or Eros in reverse along with Thor and action. I read from the guidebooks for you, not everything. I'm keeping it short. Because, every artist, and in this case, Stacey DeMarco, who created this book, the art is by Jimmy Manton, both of them put in so many hours, weeks, months, and if you think about it, lifetime of knowledge, experience into this spread. So I respect the decks by reading from them. And if it's too much or too long, this reading for you, what I'd highly recommend, and I do it often when I'm seeking advice through collective general readings, is I'll speed up the playback speed twice and double it up. So I highly suggest that. Just make sure that you watch the entirety of the video. Okay, Thor, mighty Thor, ruler of Thursday. Action. The time has now passed for waiting and inertia. Real action is necessary. Trust that you are protected and supported while you move forward. Most people have heard of or are familiar with the Norse god Thor and his mighty hammer. Highlighted against a stormy sky, thunder crashing from his hammer, wearing a horned Viking helmet over his flowing locks, Thor is the epitome of masculine vigor and force. The god Thor is born of the earth goddess Hjord and the supreme father god Odin, and is considered the strongest of all the Norse immortals, the Aesir. His mythology contains many stories of his exploits and his bravery, including battles with great serpents. Protector of humans, love for his creative powers, he is nevertheless known for his hot-blooded temper. Yeah, I'm seeing you take action with this discovery of all this rage and anger that is in your solar plexus. Mix it with things that you love to do here in your heart chakra, and take action on those two coming together. So working with your anger and rage in your solar plexus, and Typhon in the reverse is Hades, god of death, also the planet Pluto. There's a channeled song for you. I don't know the words. I think it's "Don't Lie to Me." I don't know the group, but I heard it before starting this reading. Okay, Hades, third eye, death. Death is not always a negative thing. No siree. Everything has a season. I almost said reason. Everything has a reason. And it is of a season. Leave behind what you no longer need. Exactly. This is playing out perfectly. The three-headed dog Cerberus guards the gates of the underworld, snarling and growling at anything that moves. The dog's jaws drips, pools his saliva onto the cool, dark stone. Soon a solitary figure approaches. It is Hades himself. His dog calms and submits its three heads for petting. The master has arrived. Hades is the Greek god of death. His name comes from the Hellenic word for invisible. Yes, this is because the realm of the underworld, also referred to as Hades, is invisible to all. Hades also owns a special helmet permitting the wearer to be undetectable. The weapon is featured in a number of stories, and many other gods wear it in war. Hades inherited the underworld when Cronus divided the territories. His brothers Zeus and Poseidon received the sky and sea, respectively. Wealthy due to the unlimited precious metals in his kingdoms, Hades was intelligent and not at all monstrous. Although feared by man, Hades was not a particularly nasty god and looked for love just like his brothers did. Hello. The story of Persephone is possibly the most famous story featuring Hades, and one that shows death is just a cyclical part of life. Absolutely. And you're using your third eye to see this death process for you clearly. All right. Finally, in the crown, working with Zeus, is Ares, the god of war. There's Anubis. Love me some Anubis. There's Apollo again. Aries, there may be a battle ahead. Learn the rules of engagement. Yeah. And as I said, Zeus, with the eagle here in the sacral chakra, is working with Ares, god of war. So the advice here is get a really big picture using your feminine side, your intuition, and the help of Zeus, because it works with the crown. And it's going to bring in literally downloads and insight and answers that you're not necessarily going to get, especially from those people who are trying to keep you in the dark, especially from those individuals with whom you are currently at war, or in conflict with. Though certainly not the only deity in the Greek pantheon who enjoys a good battle, Ares is the only one who represents pure, unadulterated bloodlust and force. A battlefield is a horrific place, and this indeed is Ares' energy. Although war seems like the pinnacle of many strength and testing, Ares doesn't support all men in war. He supports whoever showed the kind of battle style he favors, which is a love of ferocious fighting over all else. We've got love three times now, mentioned in the energies coming through for you, masculine. He supports whoever showed the kind of battles, okay, I already read that, which is a love of ferocious fighting over all else. In his work, Argonautica, Apollonius Rhodius described the warlike Amazons as combative, brutal, and mainly concerned with war, which was in their blood because they were the daughters of Ares. The Amazons were daughters of Ares. Temples to Ares were also found in Sparta, a society that made human sacrifices and viewed the martial arts almost as a religion. Symbols are a battle helmet and a shield. Greek warriors normally prayed to Ares for victory or for power in the battle itself. And with it being in the crown, prayer's not a bad thing. Like I said, the crown works with the sacral chakra, and it's pulling in. So the questions that you're getting from Zeus, or asking with Zeus's help and getting a really big picture, that's coming through the crown chakra. So I see you looking at these conflicts with people, or specific people from your past. Maybe you're asking, about your origins. Maybe you're asking your parents for enlightenment, and they're withholding or completely gaslighting you. Either way, trust your intuition, because you have some mighty powers, and especially in your third eye chakra with Hades. This is actually going well. And again, a reminder: not all the emotions and the energy and the anger that you're feeling is yours. So this is also a great lesson and test for you, that the gods and Titan energies are bringing to you, so that you can level up your power of discernment. Your art of war is increasing. All right, let's look into I'm using the Light Seers Tarot. We got a motorcycle revving up. Maybe you own a motorcycle and it's time for you to get out and take a long ride, weather permitting. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, get out into nature and trust that the Wheel of Fortune is on your side. All right, Spirit, how can my lovely masculines continue with this amazing, powerful energy of the gods and titans in their self-discovery, in their battles with...
Starting route to 1405 now replaced.
1405 might be a significant number for you. 1 is the number of Aries. 0 is the number of feminine energy, negative energy, God energy. And 4 is also feminine, 4th house, Cancer, and the moon, intuition. And what was it, 1405? 5 would be Leo, sun. I think that's kind of hilarious. All right, 10 cards, please. Got the Sun card. Card number 19, Leo energy. This is solar plexus energy. This is 5th house energy. This is happiness. This is also healing the inner child. This is reparenting. It really kind of fitting this death process of Hades that you're seeing with your solar plexus chakra. So you're recognizing through this discovery and experience of anger and rage that you might be feeling being projected to you or cycling through your person, it's actually quite healing. And I'm putting that in your root chakra. We've got Ace of Wands, fire. This is also sexual energy in your sacred sexual sacral chakra, and Zeus, also like a spark of light, and although not air energy like Thor with lightning, I'm also picking up, because it's here paired with Zeus and the eagle, that fiery scorpionic energy of being able to drop into your 8th house energy, scorpionic energy. And everybody has an 8th house, so everybody has that place where intimacy is built up, where trust is built up, sexuality is nurtured or developed. But it's also, 8th house is where the death process, transformative, fiery phoenix energy of fiery phoenix. So we've got the eagle here with Zeus in your sacral, and then now you have that fire. So clear message that you are undergoing a death process here with Hades helping you all out. Oh, wow, can't make this stuff up. More Leo energy, and here I really like this energy in your solar plexus, because it is replacing the anger and rage. You have the really masculine energy of Leo and the lion, which is, the king of all beasts, right? But there's also a femininity to it, and you have this baby lamb. So it's a really nice mix of loyalty and trust and happiness with the Sun card. And again, I'm picking up reparenting. Really finding a balance of masculine and feminine in an inherently masculine card, or egoic house 5 of Leo. I mean, that's a lamb next to a lion. who's being loved on. So that is to say that, get out and enjoy entertainment, music, the arts, and share that love, having transmuted it from the anger and rage that you might be feeling. All right, in the heart chakra, you've got 9 of Swords. Swords is air energy, and the heart chakra just happens to be air energy. And with love in the reverse, this is sort of a great depiction of what love in the reverse might feel like in the heart space. I feel this is people projecting the energy that I talked about earlier. Oh, we got confirmation with not only the siren, but that horn when I said that I think this is the people that are realizing this could be a maternal figure here with a woman with, in shame, realizing that any information that they're withholding from you, any love that they withheld from you growing up, that you are now figuring out, and also generating within yourself. This is the narcissist in the relationship that you left. This is also you taking responsibility in a way. This is you working out the pain and the sorrow, which produces the anger and rage and the love in reverse for you. This is a natural process because again, 9 of Swords, or Swords, is air energy, and it's all about the heart chakra. 9 of Swords is also mental energy of Gemini, because in truth, we are what we think oftentimes. And this is how we mistake heartache in the heart chakra for coming from the heart chakra or feeling the pain there. Actually, the pain begins in the brain, insane in the membrane. This is where the devil gets us, through thoughts and ideas, words of other people. We then kind of mistake it for heart energy because it's air energy, but it's actually all in our thinking. But this is you taking responsibility for allowing certain words, ideas, concepts to affect you in your heart space. This is a card of strength. I think first and foremost, it's your people, your haters, or the people that you're in conflict, that you're in war with. But you're so protected right now, masculine. It's sick. It's in a good way. All right, in your throat chakra, working with the 9 of Swords, you have the 3 major arcana, the Empress. So there's lots of healing. And this is a very creative air energy of the Venusian energy, so it's Taurus and Libra. But paired with the 9 of Swords, it's almost like they're the same female. So, taking, it from you, this being you taking responsibility for your thoughts and what you entertain into your brain, you're going to transmute that and use that to create something. Maybe you're an artist or a musician, a dancer, masculine, divine masculine. Maybe you're a writer. This is what this is indicating. You're taking action by transmuting all that hurt and pain, or even loss of information about your origins, that you're not getting from your caretakers, from your mom and your dad or your family or whomever is resonating with you right now. You're going to take that and write your own story, filling in the gaps with your amazing imagination and skill. All right, in the third eye, paired with the Strength card, you have 9 of Pentacles. So the second 9 to come out. This is Virgo energy. So Virgo rules the house 6, which is about the mind-body connection, being rooted in the body. That mind or thought and emotion and it being rooted or centered, or how it works and moves around in the body. You're taking complete control of that. It's very, very healthy. And you have an owl up here, a bird, a bringer and sender of messages and enlightenment, gaining a big picture. You're happy, you're healthy. This is also, for some of you, so we have the Nine of Swords in the heart space. This is also some of you taking responsibility for maybe misreading the energy that you are in conflict with, and seeing them in a different light. That's for some of you. For most of you, this is more Empress energy. In the now, and number 9 is a completion of the self. So you are healing, most definitely masculine here, over the death card. You know, death brings rebirth always. All right, in your crown, paired with the Ace of Wands, is the King of Cups. This is you. Ultimate healing. King of Cups is also hella psychic. We've already seen Zeus and his son Thor out here, both representing lightning and psychic powers, and masculinity. Being vulnerable, being able to make mistakes. I mean, how big a player was Zeus? Am I right, ladies? Yeah, he couldn't keep his thingy in his pants often. But the King of Cups in your crown, paired with the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is also my male phallus sexuality symbol. Here, the King of Cups knows how to use it, and it's not used aggressively. It's used beautifully and in a healing way. Also, the King of Cups is very grounded. It is sitting in meditation, receiving downloads, and look, they're wearing a crown. Here's a reminder to drink lots of water to aid this process of transmuting these energies, masculine. Seriously, you don't want to drink too much, but at least a gallon a day would be good. Seriously, you'll be going to the bathroom a lot, but trust me. Oh, and also a reminder to get out in nature, and if you can, get by a large body of water. If not, and at the very least, you should take regularly. You should shower at least twice a day. Once when you get up, before you get out in the world. Also, make sure you brush your teeth, keep your teeth clean, scrape your tongue, and then consume water. And then before you get into bed, also get in the shower or do a soak with Epsom salt. Even use oils to anoint yourself, to keep your auric field clean. Smudge yourself in your living space, and all will be well, and it will aid you in this process of dropping burdens. Ten of Wands is Sagittarius energy. That's the most spiritual, higher-minded fire of the element, or of the fire element. We've got plenty of Leo, which is fixed fire. This allows you to work and go to, continue that war, internal and external war that you're currently in. And again, on the bottom of the deck, we have Achilles and confidence. So remain confident, remain grounded in King of Cups energy. You're going to be receiving lots of downloads, and you've climbed the mountain, and now you're descending, and you're letting go of burdens that it looks like you've left some wands here aflame up on the mountain as you've descended. But you climbed that mountain and gathered 10. And now you've packed them up, packed them away, left some on the mountain for others to pick up because they're no longer your burdens, and you're heading out in a direction, well supported by this oxen-like figure. Yeah, King of Wands. There you are. Yeah, Queen of Swords. Maybe you're going, I really like this pairing. Queen of Swords. Oh, and you got the Fool. So yeah, you're on your Fool's journey. You had what? 1, 2, 3 major arcana cards with an Ace of Wands, 2 nines, one of the Swords and Pentacles, and then the King of Cups. And now King of Wands and Queen of Swords. I think that you're going to be after your next coupling. This could also represent you balancing out your masculine and feminine, which is great, especially if you're doing this introspective work. You're being very logical, rational about it, and very, very perceptive. Queen of Swords and King of Wands would make a great couple. Maybe you're calling in a Queen of Swords to you, masculine. Or the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups would be a great pair. Either way, you're starting out afresh on a new chapter or new cycle of the Fool's journey. And remember, we should hope and pray that we travel this Fool's journey several times over in this lifetime and not get stuck being overburdened and in the same cycle, or stuck in the same cycle, or heaven forbid repeating the same cycle but experiencing it as if it's something different. That's usually not the case. So if you're having lots of deja vu or even dreams where this theme that you're going through right now, you recognize, most likely it's an indication that this is a cycle that needs to come to an end. You need to drop these burdens, transmute the energies, and move forward, because I see a partnership that is going to be healing. It's going to be filled with lots of passion and power and protection in your near future. Saying goodbye to these narcissistic mothers and family members and friends, so-called friends. All right, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you like this. Please give us a like. Please become a subscriber here at Entpgathering, Science and Spirituality Meeting, for more timeless collective twin flame readings for Divine Masculine. Until next time, namaste.